Very good. That's again come back to if there is something we can do it.
Right.
Another Dr. Choudry, we have a question then saying that Namaste Dr. Choudry. My question is I'm trying to stop smoking and I used all type of gums and patches, but still I can stop smoking. Is there anything in homeopathy I can use?
Yeah, definitely. We have very good program for smoking. Quit smoking, either they smoke or eat tobacco or things like that. Even for alcohol and all other things, we have detox program that will take care of their, toxins.
Okay.
Body will be clean. And then for craving for the tobacco, we have a chewable tablets.
Okay.
So it's compared to other like patches that you recommend. Other allopathic system of the medicine, they have nicotine patches. That what it does that you put the patch on the skin, you get the nicotine but low dose. So your body is like a habit of taking nicotine by smoking. So let's see if you smoke 20 cigarettes a day.
Wow.
People are like 40 cigarettes they
Right.
smoke.
Right.
20, 10, 5.
Even
even
just
like
thinking
one.
about it, you're just telling me, I get chills like, oh my God, people are doing this, and there are a lot of people who are doing this. They spend like two packets a day.
That's
But-
right.
but
They
still-
spend a lot of money on the cigarette plus the health, because nicotine makes your like arteries and harden. It affects the circulation, and especially for men, their sexual life is very affected because of that, and hypertension, all these things. Circulation, they feel very, and the immune system goes low. So they should take homeopathic medicine for 2 weeks, and then they don't even think about smoking. Their system is clean. You don't have craving. You drink a lot of water. So that's it. 2 weeks program.
Now, what is that program, Dr. Choudry?
It's a tablets. The detox program that
Okay.
usually we talk about. That
Okay.
you cleanse
Right.
your liver, your blood, your colon, because once your nicotine has to be out from the body, otherwise you're going to start again.
Okay.
So that detox cleanse your body, and then there's a chewable tablet that you take it where you have craving of the smoke, or if you eat tobacco. And this way in 2 weeks and if very first day you don't, usually I take cigarette from the patient. Like if they, every day almost we have every other day one person, they quit smoke. So we take the cigarette from them, they give you the medicine. And whenever they try to, they have craving for cigarette, they take those chewable tablet.
Right.
They take the detox program, and that's it, They don't even think about smoking. And one major thing regarding, other than person who smoke, I have so many patients, their children are getting affected because of that. Either
Secondhand
mom or
smoking.
father smokes, and they smoke inside the apartment or house. And the small children, they have asthma, they have allergies, things like that. And even I know, even though some doctor, like medical field, they are like well-educated people, and and they just try to, they always, smoke in the front of the window, and the smoke goes out, and all these
Right.
excuses they tell. But it's very bad for the small children if you smoke inside, and
Right.
and you affecting
Even in
your
public
family.
places also, I would say, even though you just walk past by,
Yeah.
your whole clothes and your whole hair starts smelling like cigarette smoke.
That's right.
Which I have
yeah,
experienced
right.
too,
So,
yeah.
the new year is coming, Thanksgiving and all this holiday, and if
Resolution.
resolution, but people, a lot of people do their resolution, but they don't follow.
Right.
They don't stick. Anything. The important thing is that you have to follow. Otherwise, if you don't do it, how you gonna get the benefit? Not
Right.
just listening and writing things, and
Right.
like it's not gonna work. You have to act on it, and believe me, little bit effort. If you do it in the beginning, then you're better off. You get very good results.
Right.
And
But you have to make sure that you are strong enough to follow that.
Right. Yeah.
And don't go and hearing from other people or other places. You just have to decide and make your mind and follow that.
And addictions, including smoking or drugs or alcohol, it's not affect you only. It affects the whole family. I have so many people, wives calls, husband smoke, or they have weed, they smoke weed, they have, other, illegal drugs, they,
right.
they do it, and this, alcohol is too much. And what happens, like whole family effects, children, wife, their personal life, So if little bit effort, and, for alcoholic people,
Right.
like, and the other drug addicts, they are very sensitive people mostly, and they have stress, they have depression kind of thing and anxiety, and when they start taking drugs and alcohol, they feel better, they sleep better, they feel relaxed, and then slowly they are addicted to that. Even the painkiller, the prescription painkillers,
Right.
with the opium in there, and so people start taking for pain, body pain, doctor prescribe them for the pain, and then they start taking it, and then they're addicted to that.
Right.
Without that, they can't sleep, they can't function. So those things, if you slowly take homeopathic herbal medicine, and we help so many people, slowly we, treat the cause of the problem. If they have anxiety, if they have stress, they can't sleep, if they have a pain, body pain, and then we recommend some homeopathic medicine, and along with that, and then slowly they cut off those medications and detoxification program. And it's very easy, and people don't have to come even to my office, or they can just call and order those things, and they can order even for loved ones, husband, wife, if they don't want to take, they just give them, they put in their water and then start giving them.
Giving to them.
And then slowly, some, a lot of women, they, they are calling and they are doing that, they take the medicine, and those are medicines, they doesn't say anything on, like, it's like fun. It's like herbs and all this liquid you mix in a water, and supplements that will help your stress, and you feel relaxed, and when you take those things, then you don't have craving for alcohol and for smoke and for drugs and all those things, because you're treating the the cause of the problem. It's not like one pill, the magic pill you have it, they just take it, you're not going to take alcohol. It's not like that. It's they feel happy, they feel relaxed, they get better. So this way they're not going to drink alcohol too much every day. Some people are just drinking alcohol because of the sleep. They can't sleep.
They can sleep, right?
So they have one glass or one cup, whatever. Then they
that
sleep
makes a habit
every day,
right.
like that, and then they keep doing it, and it affects their life and the family life and children and husband wives relationship and all these things. So just make a little effort, and then you'll see the results.
Very nice, very nice. Another question we have, Dr. Choudry, is from a woman, and she said that I had a miscarriage. She is asking two questions. When will I get my periods? And also, is there any chance for me to get pregnant again, or is the same miscarriage will happen?
Yeah, in homeopathic, we do have supplements and formulations for women's health, and depending on age and things like that. But if the age is like childbearing age, so we can help with the homeopathic medicine. So this way, their hormone system get better. Their period get better. If they have too much weakness, mostly women have anemic, and then when they get pregnant, then they're not eating properly, or they start vomiting and they don't feel like eating. So this way, and then their miscarriage happens. So we do recommend some medicine before and some during pregnancy also. So this way they get better. So each individual has each different problems. Accordingly, we recommend medicines, and they can get better.
Okay. For any more information, you can see the number at the bottom of the screen. You can call him. You can either make an appointment. You can go to him. You can call him on the phone. Consultation is absolutely free. And he's right there on Jackson Heights in New York. If you are close by here, you can also go visit him. Another general question, Dr. Choudry. I know there are a lot of people who probably, you have told me earlier too, that people ask you to. That how there's some people who age very gracefully. They are probably in 60s, but they look in their 50s or 40s.
Right.
What are the reason behind their health or their graceful aging that a regular person like we are missing? Yeah,
this small percentage is because of their hereditary factors, but mostly, like I would say 90% is just like, I'm going to give example, if you buy a car and drive, and then how you take care of your car, maintenance.
Right.
And this way, this car goes long way,
Right.
even 10, 20 years, then if you, maintain, all these things,
Right.
just maintenance is one word.
Maintain all the
that's
parts in
right.
the car to maintain all the organs in the body.
Right. So the human body is just like a machine also. And if you abuse them, or if you don't take care of it, then it deteriorates very fast. And in terms of food and rest and supplements, you see people like they are into this field, like they are Ayurvedic or homeopathic or naturopathic doctors or, Veds, they age, very old but their health is very good,
Right.
But what they do, they just take care of their body, even before the problem, See, for example, if you, let's see for hair, right? So, and mostly people over here, they don't eat, they don't eat properly, like foods and like, protein, milk, fruits, and this way they lose hair. And then on top of that, they don't oil their hair, because of the modern lifestyle or whatever.
Right.
So for them, they should, use oil at night time, massage the head twice a week, once a week. That's good for their hair.
Okay.
Too much shampooing and all this, too much hot water, too much chemical, too much treatment, all these things they should, prevent, from those things. So this way that, not going to damage their hair.
Okay.
And then accordingly, like from head to toe, everything we can discuss. For eyes, for example, they take care of the eyes.
Right.
They take care of the, teeth, just brushing twice a day. And most important, like eyes, they don't take care of it.
Right.
And we have eye drops, natural, homeopathic, herbal.
Is there an age that, Dr. Choudry, that we should start doing this? Like, for instance, like the eyes thing you said, the hair, is there the age?
In terms of the eye drops, is homeopathic. After 40, everybody should use that one. Okay. So this way they prevent things, For hair, there's no age. Even like, these days, the parents are more healthier than their teenager, children.
Right.
So because it's like they're not taking care of it. They're not eating properly. They're not taking care of, if, stress and all these things causes the hair loss also. And not eating proper protein and fruits and vegetables and milk.
Right.
So this way, so they can use those, arnica hair oil is excellent for that.
Right.
They don't have to wait until like they get bald and then they start arnica hair oil. It's not like that. You just prevent, Okay. For eye, eye formulas we have, some supplements we have for eyes. For eye drops we have, to put in the eyes. And then wash it eyes with, cold water twice, morning, evening, just like you brush your teeth. We have very good tooth powder, is homeopathic. It's very good for gums and teeth.
Tooth powder.
For sensitivity. Yes, we do. We have eye formula.
Nice.
And then some people have sinus problem, ear infections, ear problem. They have, so we
like
have ear
common
drops.
Stuff
yeah,
also
right.
That
they
we
can
should
just
take care
prevent
of
that. A few drops they put in the nose and in the ear at night time, And then again is like throat, if they get frequent, infections, things like that, they take immune system with some supplement. So this way they prevent it rather than taking antibiotics. When you have infection, you have to take antibiotics.
Right.
So what about before, those
I
kind of
see.
things, cough, for lungs, for heart, for cholesterol also.
One thing I want to ask you, Dr. Choudry, since you said about the cough and throat, a lot of people do have sometimes question about dry cough.
Right.
That they have tried a lot of other medication, they have tried warm water, they have cut down cold water, but the dry cough that they get, some people have many years, and some people are just worried about what can they do about it.
There's few reasons. There's a very common reason, and mostly people unnotice, and even sometimes doctor unnotice that those reasons. One of them is like if they're taking prescription medicine, especially for blood pressure and all other things, that causes the dry cough. And then some people are having like sinus problem. Their nose get blocked because of the inflammation in the nose.
Okay.
So what happens then? They breathe from their mouth, and the morning they get up, their mouth is very dry because of the breathing, because nose is blocked. So rather than taking cough cold syrups, they have to take care of the sinus problem. If the inflammation is there in the body, adenoid glands are swells up and they can't breathe through their nose. So in homeopathic, we find out the reason why the problem is, and we treat that one.
Okay.
And sometimes indigestion trouble, acidity, heartburn, because of the constipation, if you don't go to the bathroom every day. So what happens, all the acid goes up and then you feel tingling, and then for that cough we give digestive formula. We give something for liver, something for constipation. So this way they get rid of their cough rather than taking cough pills or cough syrups.
Okay. So there is something in homeopathy that you would recommend so they can.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Okay.